Hey loves, it is Natalie. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called If You Were an Animal, You Would Be What? Okay, and we're going to find out your person's thoughts and feelings, and we will be having a extended reading as well, and you can join me on my Vimeo channel for that. There'll be a link in the description box below. So I have some information about each animal and I randomly dealt them to each pile, and I will be telling you why you remind this person of this particular animal. So let's go ahead and get into the reading today. Feel free to watch more than one pile if that suits you today, and we are going to go ahead and get into it. Let's do it, and we will get pile number one ready to go. Okay. Pile number one, welcome to your reading. You chose the grapes, and today's reading is called If You Were an Animal, You Would Be What? Okay, so we're gonna find out what is going on, pile number one. And if you were an animal, here's the animal right here. And we're just gonna see if we can get a couple channeled messages first, okay? So Spirit is showing me a pencil. Somebody could be drawing with a pencil. I'm seeing somebody writing words and erasing them, and someone could be doing homework or trying to trace over something, okay? But Spirit is showing me a pencil. Pile number one, let's see what else. Maybe there's some important things that you need to get out or you need to get down, but maybe you've been second guessing yourself lately. Let's see what else. Okay, I'm also seeing something like a book open and a bunch of hearts kind of coming out of it. It reminds me of like a Valentine's Day card when you open it up and if it was a cartoon, a bunch of hearts would be coming out of it. Okay, so maybe somebody got a card, a birthday card, or some token of affection with hearts all over it, or you've just been thinking a lot about expressions of love or watching those romantic movies, okay, like The Notebook, or I haven't even seen The Notebook, but okay, and okay, Spirit's also saying Israel to me, or Israeli, so we may have some Jewish people in this pile, and or somebody here may have Israeli background or descent in your family lineage, okay? And yeah, so anyway, pile number one, and maybe somebody is having to learn about the conflict between Israel and what's the other country and what happened there, the Palestinians and the Israelis. But anyway, I'm not sharing political beliefs right now, pile number one, but maybe somebody has that on their mind or your family has some opinions on that. But let's go ahead and see. Let's see what else here for pile number one. Bread at the end, bread at the beginning. Okay, I feel like somebody's family had meals where there would always be bread at the beginning and then something breaded dessert. It's like bread at the beginning, bread at the ending. That's a lot of carbs, okay? Anyway, pile number one. I feel like somebody's mother really liked to feed them or really gave them a lot of food, or somebody was eating a lot. Okay, and maybe a lot of carbo loading or accidentally eating a lot of carbs, okay? Let's see what else. And it's whenever you're around certain people, pile number one, maybe they encourage bad eating habits, or maybe you had a family that was always insisting this is the way you eat, but actually it was way too many carbs. But anyway, let's go ahead. Okay, Spirit just said mustard seed to me. So maybe some of you have been using that in some recipe or some spell work or something like that, okay? And we have 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You guys are I have no idea what you're talking about, Natalie, but cool channeling. Anyway, pile number one. And I always like to hear your guys' messages and comments to let you know how channeled messages resonate with you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, and let's find out, if you were an animal, what animal would you be according to this person that you're thinking about, okay? So, oh yes, we have the cheetah, okay? So when this person thinks of you, they think of like a very active, sexy, cool cheetah. And here's some things that cheetahs represent. Cheetahs represent solar force, action, and achievements. And this person is saying that you're like the sun shining outward to people in your life, and you make life more exciting to them. You may attract some type of an audience, pile number one. Some of you may be popular and also naughty at the same time. The cheetah has purpose and passion and forward momentum, okay? The cheetah is also very spontaneous and has boundless energy, okay? So maybe this person wondering, like, I think this person finds you like, you know, like they like your energy, I feel. They like that you're spontaneous and you have boundless energy, and that you seem to, you know, shine your light out to others, and you make life more exciting, okay? Cheetahs can also be associated with like being kind of bratty. So maybe some of you can be bratty at times, like bratty and fun. And you keep this person young and you challenge them, okay? Cheetahs can also be impatient and have a tendency to look before leaping, okay? So maybe some of you could be a little bit impatient at times, or just kind of go for things. Cheetahs can also be very competitive, jealous, and exciting, okay? So maybe you guys are like, I'm competitive, not jealous, Natalie. Okay, good for you. And exciting. And also, I think with cheetah energy, we want to connect to the why of why we're doing things. And because cheetah energy can also be rambunctious or bratty just for the heck of it, ready to pounce, high energy. I also wrote sexual energy, coiled up and ready to go. Okay, so that's how this person is seeing you. And also that you could be the center of attention or command attention at times. Some of you may be kind of entrepreneurial, or think of having your own business or running your own business or doing your own thing, because cheetah energy isn't really loving, like adhering to certain rules. You know what I'm saying? So it is very active solar type of energy. Take charge and be spontaneous and have fun. Okay, so that is what animal you are reminding them of, and like ready to pounce too, ready to go, ready to pounce. Let's see what else here. Let's find out their thoughts and feelings. So we have 9 of Swords, keeping them up late, huh? Pile number 1. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's like, oh, pile number 1 strikes again, okay? And we have the 4 of Wands. Okay, I'm just gonna get all the cards out and then we'll talk about all of them. We have the King of Swords, okay? So this person, you know, maybe a little bit worried that they can't keep up with you, and they may be, for some of you, they may be a little bit older too, and a little worried that maybe they embarrass themselves for some reason here too, or that you had a lot of energy and a lot of stamina, but they were kind of like falling asleep, or they're just like, oh my goodness, okay? We have the Lovers card here, so it wasn't for lack of passion and wanting to get with you. These are also 2 Gemini cards as well, with the King of Swords and the Lovers. So we could definitely, and that goes along with the bratty energy. Gemini energy can be very bratty at times, okay? So, you know, it's like, are you awake with the Ace of Wands here? Like always down to have a good time, always down to have fun. And then we have here the 9 of Swords. So we have the 9 of Swords twice here, essentially. And let's get out some more. Let's get some more out here. It's like, I'm trying to have fun, but I'm a little worried. And we have peace, like having peace of mind and not being worried about something here. We have determination, okay? We have the Moon and feelings, okay? Cool, pile number 1. We also have Saturn and wisdom, which is very much, I was talking like this person could be older And they may like require more rest, or they may need some peace, or they may need some, breaks from things. Okay. Saturn also represents age and the process of aging, and the need to like structure one's time and to be responsible. And, also Saturn represents, restraint and self-control. Okay, with the cheetah, doesn't really have a whole lot of restraint or self-control, but they are fun. Okay, and we have growth and harmony. So this person is looking for growth and harmony. I think you are too as well, pile number 1. I think maybe I described some of you when you were younger with this cheetah energy. Okay, like some of you could have been very have a short attention span, like be very competitive, be very impatient at times. But I feel like with time, that may have somewhat cooled off a little bit, pile number 1, depending on how old you are. Now you're kind of focused on growth and harmony. But I feel like some of you could have some really good stories, or like your storytelling, or the way you explain things, or the way you talk about the past and things that you did in the past was like, really, really fun. Also, or really interesting or exciting. And also, sunflowers tend to face the sun and grow towards the sun, okay? And I mentioned the cheetah is a solar force about action and achievement, okay? So, yeah, this is cool. I like with the sunflower there. And then we have this yellow card of determination and not giving up, okay? And then we have here Jupiter returns and benefits, okay? So, better, more stabilizing, more expansive energy returns. And okay, so this person's thoughts and feelings here, I feel like they've been a little bit worried that like something they said or didn't really come off the way that they wanted it to, or that they didn't explain to you while they were tired, or why, certain things were happening. And they may have come off a little bit aloof or distracted, or like they weren't paying attention, okay? And, maybe sometimes you guys, I don't think you guys are aloof, pile number 1, but I just think, you're ready to go, right? But the 9 of Swords is kind of pulling back and saying, whoa, 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 like we really need to think about this, okay? And make sure that we don't regret something later, and regret like being really spontaneous in the moment, okay? And that's kind of the thing with the cheetah energy, is we want to like look, it's spontaneous, but it's like just going for something and not really thinking about consequences, right? And Saturn definitely brings some consequences, okay? And the 9 of Swords could be somebody staying up really late at night. This King of Swords looks like he is about ready to fall asleep at work, or fall asleep like sitting up, or, and this person not wanting to have to like worry about you, or not wanting to have to, be worried about something in this connection, okay? So they're looking for peace, and they're looking for like a sense of good feelings to return to, with growth and harmony is also what I feel too. And we could talk, like you and this person could be a bit of opposites. This person, I feel like, likes to think about things before making decisions, and some of the actions that you take could make them a little bit nervous, or make them feel a little bit out of sorts, okay? But I mean, you certainly add a lot of color to their life. And I do feel like if this person has any fears, I do think they're trying to put them to rest, and trying to be determined about showing you that they have feelings for you, or showing you that there's nothing to worry about, okay? With the Ace of Wands, the Lovers, and determined. So determined to make something happen, okay? and like at any cost. And maybe some of you were kind of determined to make something happen at any cost as well. But, you know, the Lovers is also representing the sword in the tarot. So there's no sword in the card of the Lovers, but the Hebrew letter associated with the Lovers in English is a sword, okay? So, I mean, it talks about being able to choose between two paths, or being able to make the right decision in the moment, you know? And this talks about, so there might have been like a moment that you two shared that was like very exciting or passionate, and needing to kind of like make a decision in that moment. I feel pile number one, okay? And, you know, it's like, why are they so worried if everything was going well? Because the Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands, I feel like they just don't want to have to worry about it, and they want to have peace of mind, and they want to like not have any trouble, quote unquote trouble, pile number one, okay? And with the Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands too, there's a need to kind of like keep it simple and keep the vibes up and keep the good feelings flowing, okay? And I do see that we went from being like very excited here, pile number one, to being very open with each other and excited, to maybe, you know, like feeling a little more anxious, okay? And we have the Nine of Swords and feelings here, okay? So I was also talking about people's lineage and family and home and cooking in your, you know, in your channeled messages. So it's interesting we have the Moon here, but this person I think sometimes maybe this person struggles with anxiety or calming their mind at times, overthinking things, overanalyzing things. And I feel like you're good for them in the sense that you encourage them to just to just go for it, and to not back down, and to, if you feel something, like express it and show it, and if you feel something, like act on it, okay? Is kind of the energy that I feel that you're giving to this person, okay? And you know, the Moon also has to do with like privacy as well, around people's habits or their home, okay? So somebody here could have some anxiety, because the Four of Wands is also a card of like home, friendship, and fun, and going to see someone and inviting someone into your life and being excited about it. And this person could have some anxieties about that, pile number one. There may be something about their home or something about their privacy that they're trying to protect. And I'm not getting because, you know, they're doing something wrong, or they've got other people, or they're lying. I'm not getting that. They could just have some nerves or be anxious. And you may not even know that this person is having these feelings at times, because I do think they're showing a front of being, not a front, but they're showing this side where like everything is all good, okay? And maybe some of you have been doing the same as well. Like you have a side of you that is like, yeah, everything's all good, let's go, I'm excited, this is fun. Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, but underneath it, overthinking things, overanalyzing things, making yourself worry about things at times, okay? And this person is feeling, I can see here with the Four of Wands, they're feeling some, you know, good feelings here, pile number one. They're feeling excitable. They're feeling like they want to have their thirst quenched. They're feeling like, you know, they're just feeling like their pulse increase, and their body, like, you know, getting excited and getting turned on, and, you know, all of that we have with the Four of Wands and Ace of Wands, okay? But like, you know, the Nine of Swords can talk about worrying about what comes next, and also worrying about, like, you know, how to make things work, or worrying about catching feelings, I feel like, here too, with the Nine of Swords and the Moon. We could have two people here, you and this other person, being a little bit worried about catching feelings and trying to kind of keep it light, all right? And trying to have fun, keep the mood up, keep it light. And, but there does seem to be a little bit of anxiety here about, you know, like somebody having feelings and developing deeper feelings, okay? And also someone here could have been uncomfortable because of their digestion, because I was getting all that bread and all the food and everything in your channeled messages, and the moon has to do with your digestion and your gut reactions to things. And so somebody here this person might have been having some gut issues or some, or just having some tummy issues or bloating or something. Maybe you were too, pile number one, because I'm seeing that. Like the tummy here looks a little bloated, but you know, maybe it's a food coma or a food baby, but but anyway, I mean, I feel like it's natural to be nervous, you know? I feel like with the Ace of Wands, it could be like, okay, I'm finally getting myself out there and I'm finally clicking with someone with the Lovers, but I'm a little nervous. And it's normal to have some nervous feelings, okay? And they may be having some nervous feelings, and you're looking quite like ready to go. You're looking like you're like, you know, revved up and ready to go, and that engine is ready to flow, okay? And they just don't want to flood the engine or do something wrong or say something wrong. And I do think they're overthinking it a lot, pile number one, okay? And they may have some anxieties about like taking you back to their house or you seeing their place, or they might just be uncomfortable because they ate something when you saw them, or or they may just suffer from like gut issues. You know, some people have like IBS. Some people, especially when they're out on dates and trying to get to know someone, it can be like a very nerve-wracking experience. And maybe you guys also have dealt with the same, okay, and could be you know, and could be sympathetic to that. But I feel like you guys, to this person, you're coming off as being very confident, okay? And ready to, like, very charged up and ready to pounce. And some of you could have been with people in the past that were like, you know, just like an old stick in the mud, or just never really seemed to click with your personality. They just, you know, being with that type of person, pile number one, that doesn't make you feel like you can be yourself, and you always have to like worry that, you know, who you are isn't gelling with them. I feel like that takes you out of your harmony. Okay, so Spirit wants you guys to keep your eye on the prize and keep reaching for what you want, and keep looking for growth and harmony in your connections with people. And it is bound to feel a little bit nerve-wracking. It is bound to feel a little bit, you know, a little bit hard at times. But I mean, I do feel like this person is determined to be your lover, okay, with the determination in the Lovers, and is determined to make the right decision for themselves. But I do think they feel a little bit anxious, pile number one, okay? But if things were a little rocky, or you just sensed, because the moon also has to do with gut instincts. So if you just sensed that this person was nervous, or that or you were a little nervous, okay, and it was like, well, you know, well, that's kind of a bummer. I thought I was, you know, making this person feel at ease. I thought I was, you know, just showing them that I was interested, okay? So I don't think it's anything I feel like with this Jupiter return, you will talk to this person more. You will, they'll open up to you more, pile number one. So if you've been like in your head about it and wondering, I feel like Spirit is saying, just, you know, let that go and focus on, you know, the joy that you're bringing to yourself and other people every day, because I do feel like you guys are joy bringers, all right? And I do see this connection like opening up, all right, here with Jupiter. Like the good feelings are returning, because Jupiter is all about, you know, those good feelings, those expansive feelings, you know, and like further opening up to someone and feeling more comfortable around someone is what I'm seeing. Okay. And with this Saturn card too, of course, you know, Saturn can kind of like rain on anyone's parade. And the Four of Wands is definitely having a celebration, an outdoor celebration, and doesn't want any rain on their parade for sure. Okay. So there is something about being outdoors or doing something active or doing something fun together that may take you both out of your heads and just get you focused on what's going on. Okay. And, you know, some of you might have felt like very tested by Saturn. You know, normally you're very action oriented and achievement based, and you've got energy and you've got passion and you've got forward momentum. But lately there could have been something on your mind, pile number one, that was occupying a lot of mental space. Some of you may not be getting the most sleep all the time as well. Okay, so we have discipline, structure, time, responsibility, self-control. Okay, so I don't really see maybe you guys are trying to be self-controlled for your own peace, okay, your own peace of mind. But, you know, Saturn talking about maturity and the gravity, ambition. Saturn is also about ambition, and I did have that here for you guys, about purpose and passion and ambition. Okay, so I do think you're not just coming off as a flake or something like that, pile number one, who just is like a bratty flake all the time. I think you actually are coming across as somebody who really does go after what you want. And some of you may have Earth in your chart as well, which keeps you a bit more chill or a bit more grounded, okay, than the average cheetah. So pile number one, that is what I am getting for you, my lovelies. And for those of you that would like to join me on the extended reading, we will definitely take it to an 18 plus level on your extended reading, pile number one, and there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below. Take care, my friends. Let's move on to pile number two. Okay. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the bananas, and today's reading is called If You Were an Animal, You Would Be What? Okay, according to this person, here's your animal right here. We are going to find out, pile number two, okay, what this person would make of you if you were to morph into an animal in front of their eyes, okay? And yeah, so pile number two, let's go ahead and get some channeled messages. And Spirit is saying that Spirit can see you being strong and determined. So some of you may be feeling quite strong and determined in your life right now, pile number two, or that this person can see you being like a strong and determined person. Let's see what else here. Spirit just told me like cherry cola or soda. So maybe some of you are enjoying a soda or a cola, okay? Yeah. Isn't there a song by Lana Del Rey called Pepsi Cola? Anyway, look it up, pile number two. Let's see what else for pile number two. Let's see what else. Okay. I just feel like Spirit is saying like you're pregnant with your dreams and your desires, and not actually pregnant, pile number two. I mean, maybe some of you are, but like just, you know, it's that Empress energy of being on the verge of, you know, being able to like fully express yourself or fully come out of the closet or fully become who you are or fully like reveal a big idea or something that you want to do, or just feeling more comfortable to like be yourself. Pile number two, okay? And let's see what else, okay? Because I feel like you guys are like very supportive and there for other people, and someone that people can count on emotionally to be there and to show up. And maybe it's time to give some of that nurturing back to yourself. But let's see what else for channeled messages here. Okay, Spirit is saying balloons to me. So maybe you guys saw a balloon, or you were at something or some type of celebration, but they're showing me balloons. And I also just heard Michael's, okay? So maybe Michael is a name that resonates for you, or you really love Archangel Michael. But there's also a craft store called Michael's in the United States. I don't know all the states it's in, but maybe some of you do some type of crafting, or you work with children, or you do that with your own children. I am getting the energy of somebody who could be an excellent parent someday, or be like a great parent, okay? But let's see what else for pile number 2. Anything else that Spirit would want to bring through, please, here. Okay, I just got the name Tori, so there may be some Tories here. Spirit also gave me Tori Amos, which is very interesting, because maybe you don't even know who she is, but she's a musician, and she has amazing red hair, and she is a Leo. She has a lot of Virgo in her chart too. She's very creative and an excellent writer, so maybe some of you have that Spirit within you. But let's go ahead and see. There's Virgo on the bottom of the deck with the Hermit, and I just mentioned like Leo with Virgo and stuff like that. So let's see for my pile number 2s. Let's see what, if you were an animal, you would be ... according to this person. The tiger. Ooh, I like it. Pile number 2, the tiger. Very strong and determined and emotionally strong. That tiger energy is very, very emotionally strong, okay? So I'm gonna read you some things about the tiger that this person is thinking you remind them of these qualities, okay? So tiger energy represents the lunar force in things. It talks about having ease in the darkness and being able to kind of hunt and stalk things out in the darkness. Tiger energy is also like very fierce and sexy. Tigers hunt at night. So maybe some of you like being up at night, or night owls. Tiger energy is also comfortable with like taboo things or taboo subjects, okay? And tiger energy is also very dark and mysterious. And I do think this person is always wondering like what you're thinking, okay? Because the tiger looks very intense, but there's not a lot of talking. It's just like a lot of staring and eyeing each other. And this person thinks that you have super intense eyes and a strong and sexy body, and also that you probably have a lot of stamina, okay? The tiger energy represents what's wild, sensual, and free, as it does correlate to lunar forces. It also talks about someone who is very receptive and devoted and protected. And I was talking about parenting, or like the Empress, and the Empress definitely is a protective energy, especially protecting from ill health, okay, in the tarot traditionally. And that is very sensual too, sensual and receptive and devoted and protective. Sounds like moon energy, sounds like Venus energy to me, okay? And with the tiger, we can talk about like the midnight hour, or we can also talk about like the witching hour with the tiger. And I do feel like this person I have here, that you drink them in and then you devour them with your eyes. You could have looks that are very hypnotic and seductive, pile number 2. Some of you may have those scorpionic eyes that really peer into people's soul. Tiger energy also correlates with stillness and power. And I do feel like this person loves to gaze at you and look at you, and also loves it when you return the gaze and take them in, okay? This person is turned on by your mind and body. They find you to be intuitive and insightful, Some of you may have the connection to the goddess and also to witchcraft, okay? Pile number 2, very interesting energy, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and find out their thoughts and feelings. Now that we know, you remind them of the tiger. We have the Chariot here, the 3 of Wands, excited, motivated, and the Star. Ooh, there's that lunar force, that reflective, you know, and I actually was gonna say the stars in my channeled messages, but I thought that's too general, I'm not gonna say it. And then here's the Star card. But anyway, I need to stop second guessing myself. Maybe you do too, pile number 2. Maybe we, you know, the tiger really does have to do with intuition, and it has to, in the tarot, it's associated with the High Priestess, okay? So definitely, and the Star card is resonating with that, you know, beautiful goddess of love and beauty, okay? Not necessarily Venus, but definitely with the goddess. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see pile number 2. I'm going to get the rest of the cards out and then we'll talk. We have Justice, Lady Justice. What's fair is fair. The King of Cups. Ooh la la. Okay. And the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. And talking about that very devoted energy, and this person being, that's Virgo energy too with the 8 of Pentacles. This person being, some of you are like very natural beauties. I'm seeing blonde hair here too. Maybe some of you don't even wear a lot of makeup at times, but just, you know, effortless grace, you know, graceful beauty is kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay, and this person, you know, look at this protective energy. Okay, so this person also feeling protective towards you, all right? And, you know, wanting to protect you. So we have growth here, excellent. We have movement, growth and movement. And of course, the Chariot definitely has to do with movement. And movement at night, with the Star card. We have Neptune and dreams. Ooh, somebody's dreams are motivating them to get closer to you, pile number 2. And we have the 5th house of passion. Ooh, yeah. So that's that tiger energy of, you know, being very sensual and seductive. And I also wrote down hypnotic, right? And comfortable with all the taboo topics and not feeling ashamed or embarrassed about, you know, the body and sexuality and things like that, okay? Very nice. Pile number 2. We have time for a change today, okay? So there is something that is changing and it's happening immediately, and we can see that with the Chariot and the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is representing the Sun in Aries, and we're at the beginning of a new cycle. We've already covered a lot of ground, and it is time to make a move, okay? I do feel like this person may make a move on you like unexpectedly or when you least see it. And I feel like some of you here too are like very humble. You may not even see yourself in, you know, you may not even see yourself totally in the way I described you all the time, you know, and that's normal to kind of, you know, feel that way. But I feel like Spirit is saying change the way you see yourself today, okay, pile number 2. And because I do feel like you're very steadfast and clean, and you know, you may like being up at night. You're also like very instinctual, okay? Because the Chariot is Cancer energy with Aries. It's like very instinctual, operating on that level and just kind of getting things, being very insightful with the Star card here. I mentioned this person said that you're very insightful and intuitive, and you can see that with the Star card. Pisces, I believe, okay? So coming through with that Pisces energy, we have Aquarius, Pisces, and Cancer here. We also have Aries with the 3 of Wands, Libra with Justice, okay? And I believe in growth and movement and change, okay? So that's what this person is seeing about you. And I think you've made a really good impression on this person, pile number 2. And they may even think that you're like a little bit out of their league, or that you're out of their league in some way. And I do think they're gathering up courage to sort of say something and do something here. And they might be a little bit afraid of you rejecting them, or of you not obliging, okay? But I do feel like this person is saying, I believe that there can be growth and movement in this connection. And I do see their feelings like growing here. I do think they've been dreaming about you. And for some reason, pile number 2, this person is feeling like a lot of sensitivity, I think, when they think of you, okay? And I also feel that they think that you're very protective of the people that you love, and that if anyone tries to hurt the people that you love, you will definitely not stand for that. And that could be, you know, with your own children, with your own family, or your own children. That could be with your good friends. But, you know, and I do think this person respects you, pile number 2. And you are coming across as being, you know, very strong and, you know, goddess-like here, pile number 2. So that's excellent. And this person, I feel like with the Star card, is willing, in the 8 of Pentacles, is willing to put in the work to actually make dreams come true, right? Because, and that has to do with growth and movement, because we can dream about something all day with dreams and passion, you know, and long for something, but we actually kind of have to put some oomph behind that, put some effort behind that. And I do feel like this person is like, okay, time for a change today. You know, if I want to, I better come and approach pile number 2. I better come and talk to pile number 2 before it's too late, okay, with the Justice card here, and before it's too late, or before pile number 2 is with someone else, okay? And the King of Cups in the tarot is Pisces, okay? And then we have this Pisces card here. So there definitely could be somebody with Pisces in their chart. And then we have Neptune as well. So we have multiple indications of Pisces energy here. But this person thinking that you're quite the catch, and you're quite, you know, dateable and snuggleable, and that you're, you know, you're kind of like the ideal of what they would want, okay, in a person. And so, you know, if they've been hanging back and been being a little bit quiet about something, or shy about something, I do feel like they're getting motivated to kind of let you know exactly, you know, what they're feeling or thinking, or what they would like to do, okay? So we have time for a change today. So you may see this person like, you know, reversing something or doing something that they didn't do before, which actually causes growth and movement in the connection. Okay, I do feel like this person, like, they believe in you, or they believe that you two have a connection. Okay, and there is some type of dreamy connection with this Pisces energy. I believe in growth and movement. This person is saying they also believe in personal growth and personal movement in their life, and taking accountability with the 3 of Wands for, you know, who they are today. Okay, and yeah, so I do think this person has been challenged before when they've tried to go after what they want, and which may in the past cause them to like give up, or to waffle, or to wait, or things like that. But I feel like when it comes to you, I mean, we can't delay forever, because pile number 2 is a catch. So it's time to keep it flowing, all right? And we have Neptune in dreams and passion, okay? So this person, you know, there may be quite a spiritual connection between you two. We also have reference to meditation, which, you know, the Star card is basically a meditation. So looking deep within and meditating on where they want to go and what they want in their life. And with the Justice card, wanting to go ahead and make some choices, especially as it evolves towards like more feelings here with the King of Cups, and a feeling of protection and a feeling of like really being there with someone, okay? And we have fantasies and enchantment. So I do think you have, you know, enchanted this person, pile number 2, with your tigress or your tiger energy. And yeah, and there's just sometimes there's veils and veils of magic around things with this Pisces energy, but there is a want to go deep into the imagination and see what comes through creatively and on a fantasy driven level. Okay. And of course, the 5th house in traditional astrology does have to do with children. Okay. So somebody could be dreaming of having children or having children sometime in the future, or having a family in some type of way. Okay. But the 5th house also has to do with our pleasure and our passions and the things that entertain us, the things that bring us a lot of passion and pleasure and romance, okay? And also humor. And yeah, so this person dreaming about passion with you, dreaming about, you know, a love affair with you. And I don't mean like a fair affair, but I mean like to be with you type of thing, okay? And yeah, so very interesting. We also have a disco ball here too. So this person's like disco, pile number 2, okay? And like their heart doing a little jig when they think of pile number 2, okay? And I do think this person is thinking, trying to get motivated for a new beginning in their life and saying, you know, it's time I make some decisions for myself. It's time I make some changes today and stop delaying to some, you know, forlorn or some, you know, future energy. Like it's time to actually get serious and not just wait for something to come to me, okay? So I do feel like this person is becoming realistic about what, you know, what effort and work actually looks like when you're trying to court someone as special as pile number 2, okay? So pile number 2, oh look, there's the Magician. And magic is literally on this Neptune card here. So there is magic afoot in this connection between you and this person. It's under the surface, but it's there. And, you know, and sometimes that can make people feel a little bit nervous or intimidated or somebody. What I see here too for you guys, if you've been a little bit unsettled with where you're at with what you're doing in life, I do feel like there's some hidden energy around that for you guys, and coming into a new cycle. All right, so pile number 2, my Magician's in pile number 2. This may be like a dreamy fantasy on some level here, but I do think this person is believing in growth and movement and passion with you, okay? Like in their wildest dreams, in their most wonderful fantasies, they could see this happening. All right, pile number 2. So that is what I am getting for you, my loves. For those of you that would like to follow me to my Vimeo channel, I would be happy to see you there, and we will have an 18+ extended reading. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Let's do it. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the spicy red pepper. Pile number 3, thank you so much for being here today. Today's reading is called If You Were an Animal, You Would Be ... Okay, according to this person that you came to this reading for, your animal is right here, was randomly dealt to this pile. And we're going to look at their thoughts and feelings, okay? Pile number 3. And for those of you that would like to join me on the 18+ extended reading, you can find a link to my Vimeo channel below, okay? So before we get your animal, let's go ahead and get some channeled messages for pile number 3. I just heard ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down, okay? So someone here could be Ash or Ashley, and posies are a flower. So maybe some of you are working on your flowers, or you got some new plants or flowers, okay? And Rosie could be a name here too, Rosie, okay? I also feel like someone here could come from a Catholic background with a rosary, where someone would like pray back in the day or do confession or something. Maybe some of you are like rolling your eyes like, it's been a long time since I've been to confession, Natalie. Okay, but anyway, you can confess your sins to me, pile number 3. I will absolve you, all right, in the comments. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what else for pile number 3, please, Spirit. Okay. Spirit just said orange tea light to me. I used to have tea lights a lot more on my channel. Maybe you guys always pick the orange tea light, or you have some type of orange candle or something orange around you right now, okay? And, okay, I'm getting this energy of somebody who starts talking about something and then whatever else they were saying 5 minutes ago just kind of goes out of their mind. And that may be if you're trying to continue your train of thought, that may be kind of like an ADD response. Maybe some of you are, I'm not an expert on it, but it kind of seems like that. Or maybe just at times, if you get talking about something, your attention just kind of like flips and goes in a different direction. Okay, some of you may have some like interesting Mercury placements in your astrology chart. Okay, I feel like you do have a very highly creative and charged mind, pile number 3. And let's see what else for pile number 3. Let's see what else. Spirit, anything else? Okay, Spirit's talking to me about some earrings, okay? And it's like charm earrings or something like with an animal, or something like with, it's gold earrings, or what, maybe not real gold, but it's some type of, could be a gold cross earring. It could be, but I think it's more of like a, I don't know. Spirit just said squirrel, all right, or rabbit or something like that. Like some little animal earrings or something with animals on them, all right? Pile number 3, maybe some of you have little earrings like that, or you're trying to decide what earrings you will wear today. Let's see. Anything else for pile number 3, please? Okay, I just heard jet black, okay? So something like, oftentimes we say like jet black hair, or maybe a car is like jet black, or, but jet black, okay? So let's go ahead and see anything else here for pile number 3, Spirit. Maybe some of you are thinking of like dyeing your hair, or maybe you've dyed your hair jet black before, pile number 3, but let's go ahead and see. We have 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and that's scorpionic energy of giving and receiving and experiencing pleasure. So let's do it, pile number 3. Let's find out what animal you would be according to this person. We have the noble lion or lioness. Pile number 3, my spicy lionesses. And actually we are in Leo season right now. And happy birthday to my Leos out there. So let's read. I'm going to read a little bit about what this person thinks of you and what qualities they think you have. And then we will go ahead and get into your reading. So lions are very regal and masterful. So you guys are coming across as very regal, confident, masterful. Lions are talented in everything they do, okay? And nothing that a lion can't conquer, all right? And lions are courageous, noble, independent, and in control, okay? And I feel like some of you are super independent. You don't necessarily like need a relationship. You've been on your own for a while, or you know what it is to be on your own, and you can handle things, okay? And but you're a very dedicated person, and you've shown a lot of personal growth in your life, and it really inspires this person. They are impressed with you, pile number 3, okay? They may be a little bit intimidated too, but you're also very comfy and cuddly and sweet and protective of the ones that you love, okay? You're also resourceful and a great parent or great family member. I mean, of course, if people deserve it and are worthy, but absolutely, pile number 3, very great, very great family member or parent, very resourceful. And yeah, you may be picky some of the time too. And some of you may not have had like a lot of partners, like tons and tons of partners or sexual partners. You may be a little bit more picky, pile number 3, but you're seeking quality over quantity, and you come off as being very graceful, okay? And classy is the other energy for that lion energy. Also, maybe a little bit aloof at first and hard to get, okay? Which is good. I mean, you guys are confident. You're appearing a little aloof and hard to get. Keep them guessing, pile number 3. There's many layers to penetrate with you, and you're a very observant person as well. Some of you may be quite good speakers or writers, okay? You really don't want your time wasted. And if you feel your time's getting wasted, you could become withdrawn or kind of serious, okay? But also you're a very peaceful and accomplished person, and this person wants to get you to open up and then wants to impress you, okay? So pile number 3, you are reminding this person of the regal lion. So let's go ahead and find out. They're trying to get spicy with you over here. Maybe you guys need some spice in your life, all right? But let's go ahead. We're going to get the cards out. We have the Queen of Cups. Oh, yeah, very generous and cuddly and sweet and protective. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Then we have the Star card, all right? And we have the Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. And then we have the 3 of Cups. Hey, now. Pile number 3. I like this 3 of Cups too, but I kind of have to cover it up, but it's a good one. Okay, Ace of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Star. And it's like, I wish you were mine. And let's see what else. We have Ghost here, and then we have Stop, okay? So, I mean, there may be a thing where we need to stop worrying, and we need to stop assuming the worst, because we have the Ace of Cups here. And for you guys, it may be very hard for you to stop loving someone when you've got feelings for them, okay? And yeah, it's like I couldn't stop loving this person even though it was kind of hurting me. And some of you may have dealt with that in connections before. We have Trine and Flow. So this person sees exactly who you are, pile number 3, and they're patient. They don't really want to rush anything with the Knight of Pentacles. And they're trying to get to know you with the 3 of Cups. And they're trying to flow with your energy and flow with your timing and let you set the timing. We have here North Node and Destiny, okay? And this is all about, blossoming and becoming and moving into a new journey, which is great to have the noble, courageous lion there as you were going through that, okay? Some of you may have the North Node in Leo as well with this North Node and Lion. We have Shattered, Chaos, and Damaged. Yeah, that's the 5 of Pentacles energy, okay? I also think like when we put all of our love into someone and then we get our hopes up only to see them fall, okay? And for some of you, you could have actually had like a crappy ex who was a Leo that you kept giving everything you had to, or they had Leo in their chart. Also, some of you could have Cancer here too with the Queen of Cups. I'm also seeing Aquarius with the Star card. And then we have Taurus with the Knight of Pentacles, all right? But feeling shattered and damaged, and that is, the 5 of Pentacles. So we're healing from, something here, pile number 3, okay? And I mean, the good news is that you're coming across to this person as somebody who is independent and someone who can like pick themselves up off the ground and find their way in life, even if things are hard, okay? And some of you may have grown up around financial hardship. You may have been in a single parent household. You may have had to take care of other people in your family. You know, some of you might have been a caretaker for others as well at various times, okay? And it's like, I gave you everything, but you left me type of thing. Some of you could have seen that with your father or someone in your life who left and took everything, and then you guys trying to recover from that, okay? So there is, and also too, recovering from like some kind of financial loss or setback here too, okay? But emerging from it stronger than ever, pile number 3, with this Knight of Pentacles, okay? And the 3 of Cups is definitely a card of celebration and like enjoying the success and sharing in that success with one another, okay? And after a long day of working hard and taking the bull by the horns, pile number 3, I feel like, you know, this person just wants to dissolve into your arms and flow into your arms. And I do think they find you to be very like nurturing and protective. Those of you here who resonate with that lioness type of energy, you're really coming across. Also the Queen of Cups, like a beautiful mother or a beautiful parent. I mean, you know, maybe you didn't have the best circumstances, pile number 3, but you sure know how to turn things around and, you know, make make lemonade out of lemons, as they say. Anyway, and yeah, so some of you could have even had like a lemonade stand when you were younger. You're like, I'm going to help my family, you know, or I'm going to help the people, or I'm going to try to, even though we're struggling, I'm going to try to come up with some ideas here. Okay. It's just so cute. Pile number 3. Like, you are just cute and, you know, very noble and very like, you have a big purpose. You have a big destiny. And, I do think, you know, having an equal partner who can really support you and appreciate you is part of your destiny as well, and not any more flakes or fakes or people who promise you the world but then give nothing. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 3. We have the 9th house here and faith. Okay. So putting yourself, and I mentioned like a rosary and things like that at the beginning of the reading. So some of you may, you know, have certain faith, you know, things in your life that you follow. Some of you may identify with being more spiritual than religious. The 9th house in traditional astrology does have to do with religion, actual traditional religion, but it also has to do with spirituality. And for some of you, maybe this journey has changed you over time. We see palm reading here, you know, Ouija board, you know, maybe some of you tried that when you were younger and it's like, oh boy, you know, but anyway, I do feel like, you know, you guys have like a spiritual journey, and I'm really drawn to the mound on your hand right here where Venus is, showing that Venus energy and that loving energy that you have. Okay. We have card 33 here. People could be in their 30s or in their early 30s, just having come through their Saturn return, experiencing quite the time, okay? And something that maybe made you feel very shattered or damaged at the time, all right? But you guys have persevered, and you're looking strong, and you're looking beautiful, you're looking strong, you're looking noble, you're looking regal, and you're looking like a quality person that someone could put their energy into, and their time and efforts wouldn't be wasted, okay? Because I think you guys don't like that. So you also try to remain truthful, straightforward, and, you know, keep your integrity in what it is that you do, okay? And I also think there's some promises to yourself, pile number 3, that are, you know, things that you promised yourself for your own future and for what you want in a partner, okay? And, you know, definitely not these feelings of disconnection where we have an amazing moment, but then nothing. And then it kind of hits the self-esteem, okay? So I do feel like some of you might have been through this type of stop, go type of energy when it comes to love, and it could have gotten quite exhausting, all right? But I do think your guys' destiny is to find a partner who is also like very regal and has a lot of integrity and, you know, is like very independent and strong and cuddly and protective. And I am seeing like this energy of somebody around you who, you know, and we have the faith card here in the 9th house talking about the future and having faith on your path even when things have gotten hard, okay? And I do think your energy is very attractive to this person because, I mean, we're stronger when we stand together, and also this person really wanting to like prove themselves to you. I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles here, and show you that they actually are in flow with you, that they actually are like meshing with you and gelling with you, okay? And some of you may have like stopped trusting your instincts at times with this 5 of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, and maybe second guessing someone's intentions or feelings. But we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is very dedicated energy, and also the Knight of Pentacles is not trying to rush anything or give a false impression of anything. And it may not be the most fastest, you know, connection that you've ever experienced, but I do think, you know, fast isn't always good. Sometimes it's more about longevity. And I do feel like there's longevity when we see, you know, like the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. We just want to make sure that it's worth it and that we're on the same page and we both are not coming from a place of, and I feel both of you actually here with the Queen of Cups and Knight of Pentacles could be coming from a place of, you know, having your heart broken before, or having been left or abandoned before, this type of thing, okay? And I do feel like this energy of bringing the pieces back together after having a experience that was very shattering, or that was shattering to your family, okay? Or just, you know, having experiences in life that force a lot of spiritual growth and maturity. I do feel like some of you had to mature at quite an early age. And sometimes that can make it hard to find a partner because other people in life, like, you know, the people that mature early are in the minority. They're not in the majority. So I do think it is a special person for your path. Pile number 3. And this is not a person that brings your hopes up only to let you down, okay? And this is not a person who brings you down and makes life harder for you with, you know, while promising you beautiful things, okay? This is a person who I feel like works really hard, who hasn't always come from the best circumstances financially themselves, but they do have a heart of gold. And maybe at times they struggled with feelings of inadequacy, pile number 3, okay? But I feel like they're believing in themselves right now, and they're wanting to see with this 3 of Cups and Trine, they're wanting to, you know, indulge in the energy with you. They're wanting to harmonize with you. You know, they're wanting to ease your journey. They're wanting to support what you're going through. For some of you, this person could even be a friend, okay? And who has romantic interest in you, because I can see the Ace of Cups and the 3 of Cups here, and wishes that they could be with you or be there to comfort you is also what I'm seeing, pile number 3. Okay, so it's been a long journey, pile number 3, but I'm excited for you because I feel like you're learning and you're getting curious about yourself and your own path, and you're keeping, you know, you're keeping your goals in mind, and you're, you know, very strong-hearted, okay? And that's an odd thing in life. Not everyone has a strong heart to deal with the ups and downs of life and still be like loving, caring, kind, divine, okay? And I really see you guys embodying that energy, okay? And I see this person wanting to get to know you here with this Knight of Pentacles, but not wanting to like scare you off or hurt you or anything, actually trying to get in flow with your timing and your ways, okay? And trying to like gel with you is what I'm seeing. The trine in astrology is a very positive aspect, and it is, you know, it is about harmonizing, it is about enriching someone's life and benefiting something. And trines in astrology have the nature of Jupiter. So it really is about, you know, the right moment when everything comes together. All right, pile number 3. So that is what I love a good comeback story. I love, you know, the whole comeback kid and the story, you know, the hero's journey and pulling it together and everything. I love that for you, pile number 3. I respect that for you. And I wish you the best, my loves. And for those of you that would like to continue on to the extended reading, we will be having an 18+ extended reading if you'd like to get into these energies with me a little bit more. And you can find the link to my Vimeo channel below. Thank you so much, pile number 3, and thank you to everyone. Take care.